Tuukka, you really had to kind of weather the storm there in the first period. They just were bombarding you with shots. Did you feel fortunate to be down just 1-0 after one period?
Well, we definitely, we were in survival mode there for a bit. It looked like they had more guys out there than we did. You know, they were bouncing on every single puck in front of the net. Had a lot of chances, and we definitely played pretty bad. But it was good that we were only down by one and regroup after that.
Chris, we talk about what was said then after the first period and just how important it is to have taken this game and go home with a split.
Well, not much needed to be said after that first period. I pointed out that it was a pretty terrible period by our team, and if it wasn't for Tuukka, it would have been a lot worse. And, to a guy in there, I think we all knew we had to go and play better.
So there were a lot of blocked shots by your players, obviously, after that first period. Do you feel sometimes that's a detriment?
What's a detriment?
Well,
sorry.
In your way, a little bit more different?
You know what? Sometimes, very, very rarely, though. I mean, RD's done a really good job throughout the playoffs, fronting those shots and making sure that they're not going through them. I mean, it happens sometimes that they're on the way and they're not blocking it, but it's still an effort to try to block it, and I give them respect for that.
Chris, talking to Daniel, he said he felt almost as good about scoring the goal, but even better that he helped you set that one up to tie the game. Can you talk about the contributions he made, in helping you get that first goal and, of course, the game win?
Well, I think on my goal, it was a great, five-guy effort. Andrew made a pinch. Tyler was in on the play and got it to Daniel, and Daniel took it to the net. And I just happened to be there and tapped it in. I thought Paisley played extremely well, the whole night, and his goal was a great pass by Segs and a great shot by him. I thought both of them played extremely well. Their feet were moving the whole night.
When you were out there paired together, did you sense like their speed complemented each other?
For sure. They both, like I said, skate extremely well. They both jump off pucks, and they're at the kind of the same speed level, which makes it nice that not one guy's ahead of the other.
Chris, you've obviously been at this for years, but when you go through such a long scoring drought, how do you always manage to continue to play the other parts of the game until you get that goal?
I think it's even more important to play the other parts of the game when you're not contributing offensively, and I think you need to pick up other aspects of your game to make them better in order to be a better all-around player. Everyone would love to score and score consistently, but for whatever reason I haven't. I try to stay positive, and as long as the team's doing well, I know that's kind of a cliche, but that's kind of how our room is. On any given night, someone can step up, and Paisley showed that tonight.
Tuukka, was that your best period of the season in the first period, or because you didn't catch the puck on the sequence that led to their goal, do you mark yourself down by this much?
Well, every goal you let in, you have a chance to save, but not going to blame myself for that. There's, I think, 3 or 4 saves for that goal, and I couldn't find that puck until the last second. But they had 19 shots and one goes by. Yeah, it happens sometimes.
Chris, have you felt maybe in the last couple of games or anything that you were getting closer to contributing on the score sheet?
I'd hoped. You try to analyze your game after each game, and try to see you had opportunities, and I felt in the Pittsburgh series and even the Rangers series, the scoring chances were starting to come a little bit more frequently, and those bounces we're starting to kind of go my way, and obviously it takes time. Like I said, I'd love to contribute on a regular basis, but I haven't. But you try to do other things.
Chris, when you guys were being outshot in the first period and outplayed to some degree, you did stay with the physical game at least. And do you think that investment in taking the body over the course of the game, helped slow them down and change the game a bit?
Well, I figured we had to do something because we weren't doing much in that first period. We're a big, strong team, and we want to finish our hits when they're there and try to wear teams down. We didn't really have the puck a whole lot, so there was lots of times to hit. So maybe it was a little one-sided that way.
Chris, since Gregory went out, Claude's really been mixing and matching the bottom, or the six of you guys below the.
You could say bottom.
No, I don't want to say.